Videos like these are made possible by viewers like you, who support the channel through Patreon, channel memberships, and stream donations. And don't forget to check out the Bad Weapon Rehabilitation servers at www.badweaponrehab.tf. Check the links in the description for more information, and let's get into the video. What makes me a good Demoman? If I were a bad Demoman, I wouldn't have 100 points in my explosive skill, now would I? And I wouldn't be able to beat Fallout New Vegas as the Demoman from TF2. Easily one of the most requested runs so far, and I can absolutely understand why. New Vegas has loads of explosive weapons to try out, and honestly, figuring out which ones I should use ended up being a challenge in and of itself. The grenade launcher and the grenade rifles were easy enough, and the 25mm grenade APW. Those are pretty good fits for the grenade launcher. But the sticky bomb launcher was a lot harder to find a direct analog for, because it's such a unique and versatile weapon that does so many things. So I cheated a little bit, and gave Demo a few options for what effectively amounts to a secondary slot. I allowed the use of dynamite, since Demoman is seen using a big cluster of dynamite in early trailer footage, as well as tin grenades, but not other thrown grenades. I just wanted to use those ones in particular for one of my challenges. I think this captures the sticky spam essence of the sticky launcher well enough. And for traps, I allowed most placed explosive weapons. So things like bottle cap mines, C4, frag mines, powder charges, satchel charges, and time bombs. And of course, we can't ignore the Demo Knight aspect of Demoman. The game doesn't exactly have any shields, but with melee perks like these, who the hell needs shields? I'll be allowing the use of the 9-iron and its unique variant, the bumper swords including the Blade of the West, the Katana, the nail board for the pain train, and perhaps a bit controversially the shish kebab and its unique variant Gehenna. I know a lot of people wanted to see this one on Pyro, but it's effectively a sword, so I think it fits more on Demoman. Just pretend it's a claymore with a hot unusual effect on it, I don't know. Or you can leave your essay explaining why I'm wrong in the comments, and the secretary will respond to it in due time. For my challenges, I have to kill House with the golf club, kill 10 Cazadors with either tin grenades or long fused dynamite, kill 10 abominations with either the katana or dynamite, kill 15 feral ghouls with Gehenna, once again kill 5 Deathclaws, this time with dynamite, and kill 5 assassins with dynamite. This one sounds relatively easy, but trust me when I say, this challenge broke me. And of course, with this being the Demoman, I'm going to spend the entire playthrough completely drunk. So let's get started. Demo is probably the easiest character to make in the character creator. The base it starts you off with is surprisingly close, minus the eye patch of course, but I have a mod for that ready to go. For my special stats, I give him pretty high strength and endurance considering his melee prowess and high health pool. Perception is an easy 5, right down the middle, exactly half, because he only has one eye! Charisma is pretty low, but it'll get passively boosted by the alcohol he constantly drinks, same as his strength, so it's not a huge deal. His intelligence will be getting a passive nerf in this regard, but I figure he still has to be decently smart to manufacture his own explosives, so the booze will nerf him into a state of average intelligence. And agility and luck are both likewise middling, nothing crazy going on here. For my tag skills, I pick explosives, melee, and survival. Survival because it'll help boost the effectiveness of my boozing, and give me an early perk that will let certain types of booze heal me. And for traits, I pick loose cannon, obviously, like, come on, and skilled. Because if I were a bad Demoman, I'd be dead. Once I'm done with that, I realize that since I've been shot in the head, I've spent that entire time sober and need to get me a drink. Oh, I'm dizzy. Oh, I need a drink. Whiskey. Scorch. Oh, thank God. Once I do that, we immediately run into a problem. I can't shoot the bottles in the tutorial. The 9-iron from the nearby shack doesn't count towards knocking them over, and neither does the explosion from my dynamite. And you might be thinking, so what? You don't have to do the tutorial. Just leave Sunny Smiles hanging there until the heat death of the universe. Well, I have to complete the tutorial if I want to help out the powder gangers, which I do. They're my fellow dynamite boys, and their armor is pretty similar to what the blue Demoman wears. So I have to figure out a way to do this, and I spend no less than an hour trying to figure it out. Am I stupid? My first thought is to head past Prim, where I know some jackals usually have grenade rifles. Maybe if the projectile is dead on with the bottle, that'll be able to count it as knocking it down. Unfortunately, none of them are packing. These SMGs would be really useful just for the sniper playthrough, but oh well. Returning to Good Springs, I really begin to wonder where the hell Trudy is as I run out of booze and have to go stealing moonshine just to survive. And also I pull a silver rush on all the booze in the saloon. It's not like Trudy's here to stop me. Going back to Prim, there's also some frag mines right outside the town, and someone in chat gives me the idea to try knocking over the bottles with the mines themselves, which of course doesn't work. I fight some ants on the way over to Mitten and the Outpost and end up breaking my golf club on their exoskeleton craniums. Good thing I still got dynamite, though that doesn't prevent me from really struggling with the raiders up ahead. I look more like Big Smoke than Demoman. You're kind of right. I'll have 2 number 9s. A number 9 large. All we had to do was follow the bloody pain train down to the train station in Train Town. So I head up to the Outpost to repair my 9-iron and find that they're selling a grenade rifle. Thank God. Okay. Will it work? Okay, let's try that again. Listen, it has to. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. Of course it didn't work. Luckily, another person in my chat told me a workaround. If you craft a healing powder and then talk to Sunny, you can skip basically the entire tutorial and be good to go. So I find the ingredients, make the healing powder, talk to Sunny, and I can finally side with the powder gangers, get killed by Ringo, kill Ringo, and wipe out Good Springs with my fellow Explodey boys. But as we're in the middle of the job, something very interesting happens. This is for the most needlessly difficult tutorial ever. I could hit it. Caught her! Well, this I just... Why would you mistake me for a raider? If you can believe it, the playthrough would only become more unhinged from here. On the way over to the correctional facility to meet up with my new powder ganger bros, I hit a shot that proves that even in this game, I'm still Pipe Jesus. Anyway, it's time to meet my good friend Eddie. No, not that one. No, still not that yet. There we go. He wants me to take care of this goon, Chavez. I'm still not very good at this, huh? I decided that talking to people is for losers and just blow them up from a distance. Also, one of them has some nice armor that looks pretty good for Demoman to me. Unfortunately, I don't realize at the time just how much this decision to wear the armor is going to come to bite me. Next, he wants me to take care of this guy. Does he want me to kill a lot of people? Luckily, I'm good at that, definitely. So I use my murdering skills to wipe out the Prim convicts next, since my next powder ganger assignment is over there anyway, and my golf club keeps asking me for the heads of my enemies, and I gotta kill heads. Huh? No, I guess they're all dead now. That's cool. Blacked out for a bit there. And not in a racist way. She's doing blackface again! What the fuck? That's illegal! You're going to jail! Why is you're doing whiteface? That's also illegal. Maybe. People aren't gonna be as mad about it, but they should be. Oh shit, my bad. There's one left. Hi there. How in the... Who are you? What the fuck? He's gone! He's gone! Where did God go? I'm scared. Is he still here? God's always here. There he is. I found you, God. You can't run from me. What the fuck? Anyway, after killing God, I talked to my good buddy Myers back at the Powder Ganger hideout to get him to be Prim's sheriff, enforcing the law of powder gangers on all the land. And speaking of powder gangers, since I'm sided with them, I decided to not immediately murder Oliver Swanick. In fact, I take things a step further and protect this man with my very life. Oh! Then I'm flying. See you later, buddy. Oh, there he is. There he is. Oliver. That's him way over there in the distance. Oh god, no, they're after him. Oh god. I think Oliver's done for. There's like 4 giant ones after him. Look at him trying to sting the shit out of him. Oh my god, he actually got away. Oh my god! Yeah, it wouldn't be one of my videos if a bug didn't scare the crap out of me. I think he'll be okay. Where are you going? Where are you going? Why do you insist on this? Why do you insist on this? Oh yeah, there's some quests or something. This is not important. Not important as helping our boy Oliver. And quests or something there are indeed. I gotta help my boy Boxcars, I gotta tell Volpes I've been shagging his wife, tell Ranger Ghost that Nipton is fucked, and give Myers his new job. Though he seems to think that his new position involves the arcane arts. That. He's like casting a spell on me. Oh no. Back at the prison, Eddie won't give me dynamite anymore because he thinks I've been working against them? This should have been the first sign of trouble, but things would only get worse from here. Unfortunately, back at Prim, I discovered that the NCR plans to raid our fair prison soon, but I know to stick with my BFFs, and me and my pals fight them all off together as best friends. Damn, running low on smokes again, that too is my concern. And with that taken care of, I'm heading off to Novac so I can buy a katana. The 9-iron isn't quite holding up to scrutiny. On the way over, some bighorners turn me into a very funny ragdoll, and I meet some raiders who are not very good demomen. Is he gonna... Are you gonna... You fucking dumbass! I saw that coming from a mile away. But I can't be too hard on because I end up getting stuck in a rock. But I make up for it by blowing up everyone in the Legion slave camp and freeing my powder ganger bros. Run free, you beautiful bastards. Soon I make it to Novac and manage to buy me a katana. It doesn't restore my health, but it's the best melee weapon I have access to right now.
Throw me to the wolves and I'll return pregnant.
You didn't need to say that. You didn't need to say that, but you said it anyway. I also talked to Boone. Wait a second. Mr. Any enemy of the NCR as an enemy of mine is talking to me after the massacre at the prison? What the hell is going on here? Well, the good old New Vegas faction disguise system is not exactly the most functional. For some reason, I never had these problems in the spy video, but now I am having them. It'll get worse from here. New Vegas in general is just acting strange. Either I'm drunk or reality is beginning to collapse in on itself. Maybe both, it's probably both. Anyway, I go over to Boulder City to help out the cons so I can get grenades from their armorer. Though as I make my way over to the armorer, the hallucinations don't get any better. Jesus Christ, Victor! Is it hog killing time? Nope, apparently not. He doesn't even care. They just fucking sting-you-lord him to death. Okay, that worked somehow. I teleported behind her. That was an actual teleports behind you, nothing personnel kid moment. Oh, you fucked up now. That's right, go my minions. Go! Oh, they already got him. Homeboy's already gone. Uh-oh. You are my minions once. Don't forget that. But it's all worth it once I make it to those sweet grenades. I run into some NCR assassin rangers, this is important, remember this for later, and take a few pot shots at Violet as I make my way over to Driver Nevi, since I want his golf club to replace my old stinky one. My aim continues to be utterly flawless as I snipe Cook Cook's Brahmin to enrage him, before taking him out with a couple more grenades. And then I finally see him, my arch nemesis, the man who thinks he has a better backswing than me. Well, let's see how good your backswing is when I swing this into your back, and then deal the finishing blow with your own golf club. Pottery, it rhymes. Freeside is as welcoming as always once I make it there, though I wasn't exactly the hospitable neighbor I probably should have been, so the Homeowners Association wasn't a big fan of me. Anyways, after buying more grenades, I realize I'm in need of some cash and decide to head to... There's no enemies nearby. What the shit? Who are you? Who is Wayne? Why? Why are you... Who are you? Go away! Who is this man? Who are you? Wait, he's the guy from the Mormon Fort. He followed me all the way to Crimson Caravan. I guess I really shouldn't hit children with grenades, huh? Anyway, back into Lonesome Road. Explosions continue to be just as much of a hindrance as they are a benefit on the way over. The sentry bots inside don't give me as much trouble as they did on the scout playthrough, but Eddie is pretty much always on the receiving end of my explosives. Anyways, I listened to Ulisses talk his head off, and some marked men are nice enough to deliver a Blade of the West right to me. Nice, I'll count that as an Islander. I continue to embrace my inner Demoman by blowing up some warheads, and run into some more marked men who are trying out some odd movement tech. What the fuck? Did you see that? I'm scared. I stay in Lonesome Road just long enough for the tunnelers to lure me into a false sense of security before reality catches up to me and I realize I may have to come back another time. I do intend on finishing this DLC for once though. But thanks to all the cool garbage I sold in there, I'm able to buy the 25mm APW, which will be so goddamn useful. Also, side note, I love the sound this thing makes. That is a very satisfying noise. I didn't know it sounded like that when you fired it. That's a good sound. Anyway, my chat was telling me, rather insistently, about the Vault 34 security armor, which looks basically the same as the Powder Ganger armor I'm wearing, except the NCR won't shoot me on sight for wearing it, which is pretty useful, so I make my way over there. What they didn't tell me was that, oh yeah, you're basically gonna need the rebreather you get from the boomers in order to get through this place alive. Thanks a lot, chat. Like, why were you telling me to come here? You're like, go get it right now, now. It's just like, oh, now that you're here, you can't get it. I always forget this lesson that I learned way back in good old Metal Gear Rising. Just never listen to chat. Anyway, before I go see the boomers, I head off to the strip to go have a nice chat with Benny. Unfortunately, I can't sneak any weapons into the casino, and I didn't talk to Swank before talking to Benny, so he runs off to the fort. In fairness, I was very drunk. Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna go up the stairs and talk to Mr. Robot Man. So I talked to Mr. Robot Man and he tells me to go meet the boomers. Cool, I was gonna do that anyway. First things first though, Demoman does canonically have loads of jobs under his belt, so I take a few around Freeside. Pretty standard stuff, yelling at stinking drunks to get the hell out of my face, and getting alcoholics to quit their addictions. I'm working from a place of experience here. Whooshing. That's right, get on my fucking face. Though even the chat seems to be succumbing to the hallucinations. Julie Farkas is mommy, by the way. I'd let her step on me. You didn't have to say that, but you did anyway. Also same. Like, listen, I want a nice tall lady to step on me and call me scum as much as the next guy. I don't know where I was going with this. Ah, shit, it's contagious. And as I'm bugging House's network for the followers, it gets even worse. What the fuck? No one is allowed inside here! Aw, dude. What the? I have no words. I'm losing my fucking mind. Also, yeah, a good turn for the NCR. That's certainly how I remember it going. Anyways, as usual, the boomers roll out the welcome wagon for me, and I get working for them. While clearing out the ants, I managed to find Thump Thump, one of the game's unique grenade rifles. And since it comes pre-equipped with a long tube for extra range, and I have the Heave Ho perk, which makes projectiles fly 50% farther, woo! It goes! Anyway, after dealing with the ants, I give Raquel a bunch of missiles, but this time it's not enough to get me up to the proper faction reputation. So now I gotta go listen to the little twerp talk about the boomers, but that's still not enough. Do you fuckers know who I am? I'm the Demoman, you're the boomers, we should be thick as thieves. Actually, I might not have gotten any fame from him because I interrupted him before I was supposed to. Whatever, so now I need to fix the damn solar arrays, and my repair isn't high enough to do that naturally, so now I need to head over to Helios 1 to grab the arrays there, and I figure I may as well do the lucky old sun quest while I'm at it. Once I'm done blinding my remaining eye, I use the salvaged solar panels, talk to Loyal, and finally get my damn reputation up to where it should be. Once that's done, I start heading over to Lake to get the bomber out, but end up taking a pretty bad route. This isn't a very good neighborhood. Well, it's a better neighborhood after I take my time to snipe all the Cazadors out of it with Thump Thump, and then I head underwater and get that plane moving. And just like that, we're finally done with the boomers. And we can use that rebreather to get my stupid vault armor. This vault is kind of a pain in the ass, especially since I spent so long in here and swim through so much green goop that I almost begin to die of radiation poisoning. But I find the armor and a bunch of other garbage and get the hell out of there. But oh no, as I'm leaving, my chat makes sure to remind me about 50 times that I missed another suit of vault armor on the ground, even though I already got a set of armor. I'm just saying, I went through all of that garbage because people wouldn't stop bugging the shit out of me to get the fucking Vault 34 armor. I got it now. It was really, really, really fucking annoying. And then as I'm leaving, as I'm dying of radiation poisoning, it's just like, oh, you didn't get the armor. You didn't get it. Why didn't you get it? I fucking got it. But Fish, you'll need that extra armor to repair yours. Oh yeah, you're right. That would have saved me, let's see here, 140 caps. Really digging into the pockets for those. Though speaking of digging into the pockets, I decide to splurge a bit and buy Gehenna for my challenge later. And yeah, I don't regret using this one on Demoman instead of Pyro. Oh, I'm a fucking badass. Speaking of challenges, I decided to get started on those, with the first one being Crackerjack Timing, requiring me to kill Cazadors with long fuse dynamite and tin grenades. The first one I end up killing is, oh, what? Come on. Come on! I only need to do that 10 more times. Not sustainable. At least my aim is as good as ever. Seeing as I need a new strategy for the Cazadors, I decided to pop by the Great Khans and help them out with some drugs. It's like my dad always told me. Drugs are like a beer that you inject intravenously. Now go down to the store and get me some cigarettes. I go to rescue their buddy, but get distracted by fire geckos along the way since they're an easy source of experience. Also, ow, my arms. Also, what the fuck, he teleports. Yeah, the hallucinations aren't getting any better. Anyway, I uncrucify their buddy, and as payment, they give me another job to do. Oh, me mum would be proud. Though first I make mum proud by buying a nice grenade launcher, and then turning about 80 caps worth of weapon repair kits into around 2,000 caps worth of Fat Man. And then I immediately disappoint her again by spending all that money on a mod for my grenade APW. Worth though. Anyway, I deliver the drugs to the guy and then have to deliver more drugs to worse guys. On my way over to Vault 3, I level up and take the Mad Bomber perk so I can make tin grenades for my Cazador challenge, which will hopefully perform better than long fuse dynamite. Unfortunately, once I get inside the vault, I realize I forgot to wear my Great Khan disguise, so the fiend won't let me in without violence. And I did not quick save recently enough to fix that issue easily. Whoops. Oh well, disguises are for back poking snakes. I'm a demo man, ain't I? Besides, I can still sell the drugs. There's just a lot less people to use them. Oh, someone has a teddy bear. Maybe they are human after all. Anyway, on the bright side, now that I can use tin grenades, I go test them out on the local Cazadors, and they definitely work better than long fuse dynamite, and leave a lot less time for me to get stinged to death. It's still not great though, as my next attempt demonstrates. Though I do manage to get 2 my next time around, but this is still incredibly dicey. I wasn't sure how tough this challenge would be, but I was hoping for less tough than this. Though it does get a bit easier once I figure out that young Cazadors still count towards the challenge, bringing my total up to 4 with 6 to go. The next couple are actually pretty easy since I managed to cripple their wings, but doing that with explosives is basically a dice roll. There's no guarantee it'll happen. I head up the mountain toward Jacobstown, knowing that one of the nearby mines is full of Cazadors. But first meet a lake lurk who has dreams of becoming a runway model. What a pose. Look at this guy. Ooh, sexy. Ooh, kill it! Once I make it to Silver Peak Mine, the Cazadors don't make it easy for me there. Being in such a tight and close space means my explosives are just as much a danger to myself as they are to them. And that's assuming I even get the chance to kill them with my tin grenades, which may not work out in the end either. Once I get it actually working, I must have gotten a bunch of them in one go since I jumped straight up to 9 killed, leaving only 1 to go, which I'm able to get fairly easily after crippling its wings from a distance, completing our first challenge. Our next challenge is a 2-for-1. I need to kill abominations with dynamite or a katana, And I also need to kill Deathclaws with dynamite, and Deathclaws do count as abominations, so it's off to Sloan. On the way over, for some reason one of my powder ganger buddies is not happy to see me and gives chase all the way over to Sloan. I have no idea what happened there.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, Christ. Knuckles, get down!
Well, after looting their bodies, it turns out I have 5 dynamite to kill 5 Deathclaws with. Okay. Well, the young Deathclaw guarding the quarry falls to my blade, as have many before it, so that's 1 out of 10 abominations down. I cripple one Deathclaw's legs with a long-range shot, but end off pissing another one who rushes me down. But I just barely managed to cripple his legs with one last shot, saving my life in the process. And after whittling down the first one I crippled with 25mm grenades, he goes down too. 3 to go. Luck continues to be on my side as I managed to bring number 3 down to death's door from long range, and then easily take him out. And the same is true for Deathclaw number 4. Now I just have 1 dynamite, 1 Deathclaw left, and a dream. Well, my luck couldn't stick with me forever since I picked just about the worst possible time to quick save, right as the alpha male Deathclaw notices me. But by using some satchel charges I crafted, I'm able to cripple his legs and stop him from insta-killing me. But then this happens.
See you later, bitch! And you know what? How about one for the fucking road? I got him. I'm gonna die, but I got him. I don't think I got it. Wait, did I not? Hold the fuck up. That didn't count! I killed him with dynamite!
I get the dynamite kill on the alpha male Deathclaw, and it doesn't count. I don't know why, I can't explain it, it just didn't count. It counted for the switchblade in the spy video, it counted for the boxing tape in the heavy video, but now it just didn't count. And of course, that was my last dynamite. I do have some long fuse dynamite, but if this challenge is so picky that it doesn't count the alpha male Deathclaw as a Deathclaw, then I don't know if it'll count long fuse dynamite as dynamite. I'm not taking any chances, so I steal some dynamite from my powder ganger buddies. No one was selling any, I don't know why. Taking care of the mother Deathclaw is paramount. She's the biggest threat here, and her babies are free katana food. So after crippling her leg from a distance, I leave a surprise trap for her.
That didn't even slow her down! That was 3 satchel charges! That was 3!
Okay, how about 5 satchel charges? Oh my god, she's God. Alright, let's see how you like this.
If this doesn't kill you, I don't know what will. Oh my god, it didn't kill you. It didn't kill you! That was everything! I can't believe this is how this is going down. I thought the other explosives would like automatically detonate the C4. What the f—
Guys, I think I might be a bad Demoman.
See, I crippled your noodle. Yeah, nah. Are you fucking joking me? What? She teleported! She teleported!
Oh my god, so that's all of my fucking placed explosives wasted. Whatever. I managed to get extremely lucky and cripple her leg anyway. So then after knocking her down with more explosives, I hit her with the old death before dishonor, keeping her knocked down until she's at 1 tick of health so I can finish her off with dynamite. And this time it works.
Say hi to the fucking alpha male for me. Yeah! It worked that time! Oh shit.
Oh yeah, and I did all that melee shit without piercing strike or purifier. So yeah, I'm a badass. And speaking of melee, after all that, there's only 1 more Deathclaw I need to kill with my katana to finish off 2 of my challenges at once.
Drunk or crazy? My friend, I am both.
But then I just head on over to the Repcon test site to kill all the feral ghouls there with Gehenna, which I managed to do pretty easily without much struggle. And figure I may as well do come fly with me while I'm here. No reason not to, plenty of experience to be gained from it, and I get to make a lot of new friends along the way.
Hello, random man. Why did I do that?
Getting into so many fights has left me addicted to lots of drugs, so I need to talk to Gerbil Flurkus to get my shit fixed and immediately do this in front of her.
Hey, watch this. There we go.
I'm such a good person. Anyway, I think it's about time we headed over to the fort to finally deal with Benny and—
Oh my god, I have the mark of Kaiser. Get the fuck off my back or I will shoot you with my gun. You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna do it anyway. That is for interrupting me. You do not get to interrupt me like that.
Alright, I guess this is what we're doing. I don't know why I did that. I was probably plastered. As I'm assaulting the fort, I see that this obviously Legion-affiliated enemy is wearing a hat that kinda sorta looks like the beanie the Demoman wears, so I kill her for it. Mine. Maybe it's a bit murder hobo-y, but I really gotta just kill people. Kill. Heads. 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 Huh? Oh, everyone in the Legion is dead. Okay.
Who's up for a drink?
Well, with Benny found, I decide that it's time to take him down to the Pain train station in Train Town. After that, I do what I do best and explode my way through the bunker, activating the Securitron army. I take the chip back to house and watch his little demo, and now that the Securitrons are way more dangerous, there's no time like the present to kill him with the golf club.
I can't see. I'm blind. I'm blind. God has taken my eyes. God has taken my will to live. I'm blind. Ah, son of a bitch. Ah, jeez.
I do feel a little bit bad that Demo was pigeonholed into killing House, since I feel like working for House would be the sort of thing he'd do to keep his mum happy, but, you know, a man chooses, a slave obeys, and Demo is definitely not a slave, because that would be racist.
For me, you said. No. No, Mr. House. For you. Oh. Okay, that would have been a cool one-liner if that actually worked. There we go. I got an achievement for that.
Well, after that embarrassment, I talk to Yes Man and get him hooked up to the system. Time to finish off our last challenge and get ready to end this. That's what I would say. If you thought the playthrough was unhinged up until this point, get ready, because this shit sent me on a nihilistic existential crisis. My final challenge is that I have to kill 5 assassins with dynamite, as it's the only weapon I can use affected by the cowboy perk. Simple enough. I just got done killing Deathclaws with dynamite. After slaughtering everyone at the fort, I think the Legion is pretty pissed at me. Only, we have a problem. I spent about an hour and a half looking for any assassins I could find, in areas I knew for a fact they would spawn in, and found nothing. Not a damn thing but regular Legion goons. I have never been so desperate for an attempt on my life before, at least by someone else.
Yeah, I'm just going to walk along and pretend, la la la, I'm not looking for anyone, no one in particular. I sure hope no one comes along and attempts to assassinate me. That would just be terrible. Why, I wouldn't be able to handle that at all. Not a fan of attempting to be assassinated.
I waited around in real time, and with the wait function, I looked around in so many different areas that I know they've spawned, that I've seen them spawn in, and found nothing. Apparently, there is a chance that sometimes assassins will simply be unable to spawn ever due to a bug, which was almost certainly caused by my earlier extensive use of Powder Ganger armor. Some sources I checked said that switching out your faction armor might reset it so that the assassins spawn again, but I tried again and again and nothing happened. Remember those NCR assassins from like 5 years ago in the run? Those were the only ones I saw the entire playthrough, so even if I had blasted them to smithereens when I had the chance, I still would have been one assassin short by the time I realized that no more were ever going to spawn. Either that, or those guys are still frozen in place exactly where they started and are taking up the only assassin spawn slots or something. I have no idea. Maybe if I wipe out all the legionaries at Nelson, that'll really piss him off. I'm sure murdering Caesar himself in cold blood was just a little oopsie on my part. There. Take that, Dead Sea. More like dead. See? Nope, still nothing. I tried pissing off the Legion again while wearing faction armor to see if maybe that reset it. All I did was kill most of a family of slaves, so that's not very helpful.
Oh. Good news. You are free to go. I did it. I'm a hero. So is that like the only time in the game where you can actually kill a child? Because, like, I blew up that little girl. She's coded as an adult. Listen. Listen here, Vosh. You can make all kinds of excuses. Hi there. Okay, so what's my reputation like now? How am I neutral? How am I neutral? How? How, I ask you?
So here's the new plan. Beat Lonesome Road, nuke them both, and if that doesn't piss off everyone and get some kind of assassins after me, then nothing will. Coming back later with better gear and perks, the tunnelers aren't nearly as much of a problem, so getting through this is a lot more feasible. The real challenge is listening to Ulisses talk his fucking head off for 5 minutes straight. Bear bull, bear bull, bear bull. Yeah, I can't bear this bull anymore either.
And I got loads of 25mm grenades, so I'm gonna use the fuck out of them. Is what I would have said if I didn't fucking explode. God damn it!
Well, at least I'm still good against the enemies here.
Anyway, so the Chad single satchel charge versus the Virgin 2 Deathclaws.
Although basically every combat encounter I get into nearly gets Eddie killed. Anyway, I launch a big nuclear bomb, which is probably the biggest explosion Demoman's ever made, unless you count poor Poopy Joe, and decide to explore the mess we've created in its aftermath. It's a beautiful land of ridiculously powerful enemies in a beautiful Fallout 3 green tint filter. Ain't it grand? Sticky traps really do a lot of work though. I can't wait to see how we'll use them in the future. Well, with the power of a bit more green filters and a lot of grenades, I managed to kill everyone. Anyway, back to walking the road, by which I mean riding the elevator. The tunnelers don't stop me, though I am having second thoughts about how much I like explosions now.
Ah, that wasn't so bad. Ah, jeez.
Once I'm out of that mess, I get to hear Ulisses loving the sound of his own voice again, and several more encounters with tunnelers later, that's once again my reward. But this time he even takes Eddie away from me. Hey, he was gonna soak up all my splash damage now. See, having an extra body to soak up damage would be really useful when I'm getting torn apart by the Fist of the North Roar. And yet he seems to find 3 satchel charges a perfectly reasonable amount to get stunned and almost killed by. So I guess the Mother Deathclaw is just made of tougher stuff. Working my way up to Ulisses, I find some marked men who seem to be working with the tunnelers. Or at least they're not killing each other and only want to kill me.
What are you, making fucking friends with the tunnelers or something, huh? Is that what's going on down here? Fornicating with the enemy? To be fair, tunnelers are hot. Get the fuck out of here! At least we now have a canonical explanation for why someone created tunnelers. There is a non-0% chance that someone just thought it would be hot.
So after that degeneracy, I make my way into Ulisses' temple and rescue Eddie, because he is a good little boy and he is my friend. Ulisses isn't my friend though. And so the battle begins. He honestly doesn't put up all that much of a fight, but he takes more grenades to the face than I would have expected, especially from someone without heavy armor. And with Ulisses dead, I send the nukes to both the NCR and the Legion and get the hell out of the divide. Now let's go see if that actually did anything. Arriving at the outpost ahead of the Long 15, the NCR does not shoot me on sight, and Major Knight says I've been doing a lot of good work out there. That's not a good sign. At least I'm able to kill all these losers and get my hands on a new grenade rifle. Neat. And speaking of killing all these losers, I just start fucking blasting at the outpost. I'm sick and tired of waiting for assassins. I'm not fucking around with my reputation being middling. I'm taking 0 chances. And you know what? It doesn't matter. None of it matters. Nothing I do has any consequences at all. I can just kill whoever I want and no one will care. No one will do anything about it. My life truly is like a video game. I will never be any worse than a soft-hearted devil to these fuckers because I killed some ants for them like 10 years ago and wore powder ganger armor a few times. I'm losing my goddamn mind. I've never had anything like this happen to me before. Ordinarily, I'd be grateful because assassins are fucking annoying, but I needed them for this challenge and now it's impossible. So yeah, I technically failed one of my challenges because the game broke. I guess I couldn't beat Fallout New Vegas as the Demoman. But let's keep going anyway and see what happens. I may not be able to piss off the NCR, but you know who I have somehow pissed off enough that they shoot me on sight? The Brotherhood of Steel for some fucking reason. Oh well, I guess I'll return the favor. Fuck it, right? Faction's reputation may as well be randomized at this point. Powder gangers think I'm working against them and try to kill me and won't give me dynamite. I can blow up the NCR and Legion as much as I want and they'll never try to assassinate me. And the Brotherhood of Steel I've never interacted with once will shoot me on sight. Yeah, why not? Kill everyone. Fuck it. They don't make killing everyone easy, but at least they make it entertaining. Make killing everyone kill. Heads. More heads. More. Huh? Oh, I guess I blew up the bunker. I don't remember doing that, but alright. But hey, that is another one of Yes Man's factions taken care of. Let's go meet the Great Khans. Well, I start a conversation with them, and Regis comes outside to talk with me, but doesn't actually say anything. I cannot complete the Great Khan quest line. Nothing matters! Who gives a shit anymore? I could do whatever I want now, just fucking kill everyone! Goodbye, Omertas, nice fucking knowing ya! White Glove Society? They should call you guys Dead Society of Corpses! Heck Gunderson? Yeah! I'll see you in heck. Random NCR Ranger who once again returns from the dead at the strip gates? Stay dead this time. Anyway, I go talk to Yes Man and tell him that everyone's dead, and he's really happy about that, and I can't exactly protect the president since now the NCR hating me actually fucking matters. Well, no one's gonna stop me at the substation after what I've done there, except maybe phantoms. So I activate the thing and get ready to go to the dam after some last minute repairs. That's never gonna get old. Been doing a lot of good work out there. This is so fucked. This challenge made me go a little crazy. I mean, imagine you live in a world where suddenly you realize that no matter what you do, no one will hold it against you. There are no consequences. There's no consequences! There's no consequences! You wanna come after me? There's no consequences! No! There's no consequences. Who's gonna come after me? What? Yeah, I didn't think so. You guys are my bitches. You guys are my fucking bitches. The battle for Hoover Dam begins. And I'm sure by the end of it, whoever wins will be completely fucking randomized, and even after I slaughter General Oliver, the NCR still won't shoot me on sight. The amount of bodies to shoot at gives me plenty of chances to test out all the new toys I managed to get. I love a bit of dramatic irony in using the Legion's own grenade rifle against them. But the APW definitely ends up being my tried and true. It's been basically my best friend in this whole playthrough. Are you still alive? It's okay. None of it matters. None of it matters! There's no consequences to any of this! Scrumpy! Scrumpy! It doesn't matter! It doesn't matter because you don't care, because no one cares! Like I said, I went on a nihilistic existential crisis because I failed a self-imposed challenge due to a bug. I'm completely mentally stable. Honestly, the whole battle was basically a cakewalk. My explosives are so damaging in long range that I'm able to blast people to smithereens before they can land too many dents in me. And the Legate's camp crumbles before me. And then it's time for the Legate himself. And I have a special plan for him. I've been saving a lot of explosives this game. I think the real trick here is going to be, how do I not blow myself up? One quick little grenade to the face to start the fight ought to do the trick. And... he's gone! Where did he go? Okay, you know what? That was worth going insane over. That was the funniest fucking thing I've ever seen. And so as I go to confront General Oliver, the Demoman's story ends arguably where it deserves to, with him gutshot on the ground, dead right at the finish line. But there's a silver lining to this. Guys, we get to see it again! It is even funnier the second time! Anyway, I talked to Oliver and then I let my grenade launcher do the talking for me. finishing the game and proving that no, I can't beat Fallout New Vegas as the Demoman, because the universe will conspire against me just so that I can't finish one simple challenge. The fabric of reality breaking apart aside, this might have been my favorite run so far. It was so unhinged to the point of genuinely bringing me to a state of mania, and the build and weapons I got to use were incredibly fun and led to some great moments. There were a lot of Kobe shots I had to cut for time, but hopefully I gave you a good highlight reel. Thanks everyone for watching, and I'll be back with more runs like these soon.
I killed him from so far away the textures haven't even loaded.
You live with it.